Hello and welcome back to Captain of Industry. It's been a few days since I've played, because if you haven't seen on the channel, I've started off a new series for space engineers, so go and check that out if there's something you think you might be interested in. We've had some new refugees who've brought piddling amounts of nothing, whoopity-doo. We have completed some research I didn't really want to look at. I wanted to look at this because I thought I saw something pop up, but that all looks fine. Okay, so there are a couple of things we want to work on today. First of all, I just watched the end of the last video and then I was talking about the fuel gas and the fact we're trucking fuel gas down here to fill up this to keep these running, and I didn't want to create like a loop where it's going around in circles. There's a very easy fix to that. If we just come over here, we're just going to pause that pipe. So fuel gas will no longer be piped up from this system here. It'll get piped up here to fill this, but it won't go down any further. If we just take a look at our fuel gas, is horrendously full. So actually, where is that pipe? We could just flip this pipe. Does it connect to anything else? It goes all the way, it goes to a junction here. That's only because it's connected there to the food system. So we couldn't flip it there and pull in from there, but we could flip it here and take some out of the food system. Let's do that. Let's flip it. Let's unpause it. That's then going to send fuel gas, hopefully. Hello? Yeah, there we go. It's going to send fuel gas down to here, where it will help fill this up, and then at least it'll stop using so much of the fuel gas that goes down here. If we can get this backed up a little bit with these deliveries, that'll be fantastic. It would have been nice if we're out of teraflops. Oh, okay. That's fine. We'll just pop over here and might as well just fill it up. Fill that one up. Excellent. That'll give us a few more teraflops, although we are still quite close. So in fact, whilst I'm up there, let's get you built. You've got all the pipes in place, that's fine. Let's get you built, just so you're built, ready to go for when we do need you. So if we have sort of like a bit of an emergency, we haven't got to panic about it too much. Excellent. Right. You're all waiting to get rid of limestone, which is somewhat problematic because I think a lot of you are assigned to the iron farm, but you'll sort yourselves out in the end. So, you're out of teraflops again. Okay, we're going to immediately go over here and wait for this to be built and chuck some servers into it. I don't know how many servers I have, but obviously we need more teraflops. Teraflops are quite important. If we give that 10... that should be enough. We'll just keep an eye on it. And you are producing, how much water do you guys use? 30. So 30, 60, 120, 150. So that's enough coming off of that pipe. In fact, you have a few inputs coming into you. So yeah, you're going to be fine with that pipe. That's all right then. You're not going to blow up. Excellent. Over here, what did we do with the dumping designations? That's exactly what I want to see. So that's looking good. You're going to finish off doing that. Excellent. We don't really strictly need this bit filled in, but it would be nice. Got a lot of trucks working on that. A lot of trucks. Slag is full, which is brilliant. Sour water's full. Oil's full. Vehicle parts are not full, but it looks like this is full in here, so that's great. Quartz is pretty full. Sand is being used quite heavily, but that is like our only source of sand now, isn't it? So there's not a lot we can do at that for the moment, but there are plans afoot, don't you worry. We're getting some limestone in from here, but that should be used less because we should be using the stuff from... that does go into a balancer, right? Yeah, we should be using that as the priority input, so that is absolutely fine. Trucks can't get down here to deliver or pick up sand. Yeah, don't pick up sand from there. Why would you pick up sand from there? Well, you can't pick it up from there, so... Why do you need to pick up sand? What needs sand delivered? Fairly easy fix. We'll tell this to only output to pipes if you're above 100. So that'll fill up with sand. That'll get 100 sand in there, so trucks can go to there to pick it up should they need it. Excellent. Genius fix. Genius fix. Are we absolutely full of Unity? No, we've got 608 max. That's fine. Uranium's doing fine. Depleted uranium is getting there, but we're doing okay. This, I'd really love that to go, but I don't think we've got a way of piping or belting that in any sort of reasonable fashion. Because you are uranium rods, aren't you? Yes. Is there any chance of us belting down there? Not there. And we can come all the way over there. Okay, hang on then. So if we go there, send it down to 4 under this one. And then we might have to be a bit careful here. No, I don't think we do need to. Ooh, hello. So let's just send that to there. It's going to have to go around this. Send that to there. And then why are you not connecting to this? Because you're going the wrong way, I'm going to guess. Yes. Flip you. Connect you to there. Unity that. And that will at least get those output. No, because I've connected that to the input to that box. That's obviously why that's not working, you absolute clown. Let's get rid of that a second. So we need to connect to that belt, ideally. So we can connect in there, which I think is fine. Because that will feed into this, which will then feed up here, which goes in a very roundabout fashion. It only goes to that one, but it doesn't really matter. As long as we can get that out of there, that's all we really care about. We don't care about that alert. Obviously, we want that to be empty. When that's empty, we can finally delete that. Excellent. Okay, cool. Right. Couple of minor problems sorted. So you're now storing some sand. Trucks can pick up sand from there if they should need to. That is great. How much do you guys hold again? 180. So let's maybe also whap that up to a full 180. So there are a couple of things we want to think about doing. One of the first things we want to think about doing is offices. We are already making office supplies, although you have stopped working because you have this on you, which is absolutely fine because I don't think we need a lot of office supplies, but we do need office supplies. So we have started making office supplies for, you guessed it, offices. We do have 1,500 people. The beacon is already paused. That's fine. The other thing we want to do or start thinking about maybe getting sorted is bringing this line down here and getting this down here. I'm not too worried about the copper or the coal. That's already got a belt. Let's just let that go. What I am more worried about, or not worried, but what I would like to see done is this. I want to extend this a little bit, give us a little bit more working room. And then I want to start mining our own quartz and training that down to here, I guess, or wherever it's going to go, because we haven't left a lot of room for additional stations. We might be able to fit one more in the top there, one more pair. Although I think one of these is empty, isn't it? This one. Yeah, we do have an empty station there, so that could be our quartz station. So that's okay. We do have a little bit of capacity. How is dirt doing? Dirt is fine. Are we dumping dirt? We are not. Okay, fine. So that's just going to be a lot of rock going in there. They're going to finish that off. So offices then. Let's go straight down to offices. Where are we going to put offices? Well, we've got a bit of space here. We're not going to have a lot more of these style buildings, I don't think. I think we're pretty much done there. That recycling belt is very, very full. In fact, that is now starting to back up. So it would be nice to get more of these running to process more of that. However, we are still limited by this belt here, which is pretty full. It's pretty full. And I don't know what we can really do about that. We could take the copper and the iron around this way maybe somewhere and get that belted in directly over here. But that is most stuff anyway, yeah. So it's not ideal that we're not processing all our recycling. What we could do then is come down to here and reduce our recycling efficiency a little bit, because obviously we have too much recycling efficiency. We could increase our research efficiency. That would be quite nice. Get ourselves a little bit of extra research. Excellent. So, offices. Are you under housings and services? No. Are you under buildings? Yes. So we've got 3 tiers of office. 250 people, 500 people, 1,000 people. We're going to go straight for the 1,000 because we've got 1,600 spare workers. They look like this. They've got input and output on that side. What do they output? I don't know. It's probably there a second. Oh, you output recyclables. Okay. So it would be good to have it up near this belt so we can just chuck even more recyclables on that belt to worry about at some other point. So maybe this becomes like our little office area. As long as we leave room for trucks to come down here and get down to here. And I think that should be absolutely fine. Oh, it's a shame I can't quite fit it in there, isn't it? That is a shame. Let's fix that. So if we come to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bring that to here and go to here, break that, do that, unity that, wait for that to empty, and then delete that, and then unity that. That hasn't put any silly pillars in the middle there, so trucks can still get through. Excellent. Let's try that again. Office. Where are the goods going to come from? Probably under this bridge, so that is actually going to be quite perfect. I would like to leave... Yeah, that would be fine. We could probably send it 1 back. Let's bring out 1 and then give it an extra space. Let's pop it down there. Okay, that's where we're going to put it. So this bit's easy. Recyclables are going to go into this belt in this silly fashion. So let's do that so it's a bit neater. Excellent. We then need to get our office supplies, which are going to come from over here. So let's just grab this belt. We're going to bring this at height. It's going to have to be at height 5, because if we go down to height 4, it's going to cause significant issues. Okay, I don't like that. So let's bring you here. Let's put you there so that pillar matches up there. Bring you to here and here. And then we're going to put a lift in. So it's going to be a flat lift, which is going to go this way. And we're going to flip you, and you're going to go there. And nope. And we're going to rotate you, and we're going to put you there. And then we're going to put you up to there. So you connect to that. Excellent. Then we're going to connect to this. Bring that under there. And then we've got a horgy-borgy mess of everything. So let's bring you... Again, we're probably going to want to keep you at a new... I suppose you're going underneath... No, where are you going? Over there. Okay, so yeah. So let's bring you over to here. Bring you up to height 5. I want to keep it at height 5. So that we can make sure trucks can get underneath it still. So we're going to have to do a little bit of pillar management. Just to make sure we leave lots of room. Obviously in that corner it doesn't really matter so much, but we're going to want to come here. And then here. If I come across like this, that's matching up, that's okay. That one wouldn't. Yep. Yep. Oh, come on, come on. There we go. Right, and then we want you to go under here. Can we get under on this side nicely? Nice enough is the answer. And then we might as well go straight across because there's a bridge there anyway. So can we get into that nicely? Yes, we can. Perfect. So you only take 8 office supplies. You've got 1,000 people. You've got it's quite a lot of power, but we'll see it. We could boost it with computing, which gives us an extra 120%. We could further increase at the cost of more computing, which would take 192... Just 192 or 192 teraflops? It's not entirely clear. It is teraflops. If I do that, that seems to be fine. If I do that... it might be because it's not actually... Yeah, it's not operational. So that's why it's not currently doing anything. That's fine. We'll leave that for the minute. Let's get those built. Let's get this built. We could probably have removed the concrete slabbing from underneath it, but it doesn't really matter. Gold has nothing to mine is a bit of a problem. So let's sort that out. You do need to come over here, but that's going to get very close to these pillars and probably cause us some issues. In fact, you do also need to go down a bit further. How are we going to go down a bit further? Are we just going to go... like, nope. Like this. If we get rid of this. And then we come down here. Get rid of that. Go down to 10. And then you can just come in here and start just mining out all of this. We probably don't need to worry about that bit up there. Excellent. Well, that'll give you something to do. Go do that. In the meantime, we've got 2 trains here because you are waiting for what? What are you waiting for? I thought you told me somewhere. Now, your slag isn't full. I think that's what you're waiting for. Did your slag just fill up? Yeah, so that is what you were waiting for. That's fine. Yes, you can't get rid of your wood or your gold now. But that's alright, it's not the end of the world. When we do need it, it will get rid of it. Is it worth changing this to rock or slag full? Because you could be sat there a long time waiting for slag to fill up. Because this isn't running because you don't have enough gold ore. Well, yeah, that's okay. We've got gold ore coming in soon. And we've got half a box of gold there. We've got full box here pretty much, which will be filling up momentarily. We also have over here the gold recycling being processed as well, so we've got almost a full box there. So yeah, that should be absolutely fine. Cool. Right, how is this going? I see nothing on this belt because I didn't build this end of it. Yep. Build you, build you, build you. Okay. Right. Struggling to find a destination you can reach. Yeah. Recover you. Recover you. Idiots. A low supply of household appliances. Interesting. So you should be making 48. You are consuming 54. Well, I see your problem. I see your problem. What are you? Assemblers 4? Are we using assembler 5s? I don't think we are we, at the moment? I'm not sure if that was a conscious decision or not, but we're not using them, so let's continue to not use them just in case. Let's pop that in there. This one didn't get connected for some reason, so let's do that. Let's Unity that. How much do you use? 16, 32, 48, so that belt for electronics should be fine if the electronics remains full. That should start improving that. You are not connected, however, so that would be a problem. You make 24, 48, so you are going to have to be upgraded. But we're only sending 50 odd over to the thing, so that should be fine. Alright, is this going to continue to back up a little bit, or is it okay? It's backing up a little bit. We probably don't need this one upgraded, but let's get this one upgraded anyway. Just to make sure. Okay, right. Office supplies are on the go. You are making 24 office supplies per month. We are consuming 8, so that's fine. We don't currently have any office supplies down there, but they are on their way. That has been dealt with. Low water is... Oh, we haven't seen that one get low for a while, have we? Okay. Well, that's fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine. Is this our, like, centralized water? Oh, yeah, that's what I was looking for, the balancer. So we're taking a lot of water out of this at the moment, because this doesn't have a lot of water in it. Should you not be taking quite a lot of water from this? Because that is a full Mark III pipe. Which goes into this full Mark III pipe, which goes into this full Mark III pipe, which goes into this one and into this one. There's no reason this shouldn't be absolutely full. It's largely full, I suppose. You then connect to a Mark IV pipe, and then you go into a Mark IV pipe. You go into this balancer and you shunt water out there. So we should be okay. So it shouldn't be full, but it should have quite a lot of water in it. Not liking the fact we're seeing gaps in it every now and then. A low supply of office supplies. Well, yeah, we just put a lot on the belt, basically. It's not really a low supply of office supplies. We just put a lot on the belt, and the lot will now be going into this over here. I don't know how many you store, but this is now running. It's running, but it's not currently doing anything. So we have 1,000 focus points we can use. What can we do with that? We can do truck capacity, research efficiency, maintenance production bonus, which I really like, crop yield, recycling, food consumption, goods and services consumption, unity from settlements, contracts profitability, contracts unity costs, wild mines and rigs efficiency, and train capacity. Oh, there are lots of things there I like. And we can boost that as well. How much does all of this cost? So we have one. Yeah, okay. I really like the maintenance one, because that's a lot of our base materials go into that. So I quite like this one. Do I just put everything into this? If I do that to get an extra little boost. So if we do that, and maybe truck capacity could be quite good, research efficiency is good, or we just do maintenance on everything. Goods and services consumption could be used for, I might just go bop, 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 bop. And if I do that, yeah, that obviously pushes that over. But that's given us a 13% maintenance production bonus. That's huge. Why does this keep flippity-flopping? Is it... It's not that. So that's left us with... Does it say how much we've got left? Focus points being generated. We're using 1,000, so it doesn't tell us, but we've got a little bit left. Not enough points to increase... Oh, so they have different point costs. Oh, okay. So we could do train capacity or truck capacity. Trains are going to be our main one sort of going forward, aren't they? And we can afford a little bit of that. It's only given us 2.5%. So we're now using 1,145. We can stick another one on. We can stick one on that as well, which gives us a little bit there. Not a lot, but a little bit. So I'd like to be able to tick this, I think. And that's left us with 700 workers. No space at the moment. So our workforce has increased quite considerably. We're going to have to keep an eye on our farms. But a 13% maintenance bonus is huge. That's huge. I'm wondering if I should take that down to a 10% bonus, because that saves us loads. And then we can get that up to 10%, and that up to 5%. I like that. That's nice round figures. So we're now using 1,040, 1,150. Okay. Okay, and if we did that, it would give us an extra... Well, it takes it from 20 to 50% rather than extra 50%, I'm guessing. Okay. Well, I think that's quite worthwhile. I think that is quite worthwhile indeed. Looks like our vehicle parts are going down. I don't know if that's just because we've done a delivery. Yeah, that'll be filling up. That's absolutely fine. Mega excavator struggling to find a destination it can reach. Why? Go and do this bit. Dig out that tile there. Just dig out that tile there. What is wrong with you? Not dumping mining. Right, let's just get rid of this for a moment. Oh, I see. Nothing is wrong with you. I take it back. You are excellent diggers. Excellent diggers. I've never said a bad thing about you, and I never ever would. We are going to have to bring this to cover that at some point, so let's do that. Right. Now that we've done that, we can come back over here, pop this back in here. So you're going to go down to... I don't like it going like that. I'd like it to go like this. If I go flat there, is that still digging out? Yeah, so we've only gone down one, but I don't like it when the ramp encroaches into the rectangular area. So at least that's an extra one. We can do more if we need to. Right, that's that sorted. So, that is huge. Huge, I would say. So if we look at our maintenance over here. So you are making 528 maintenance now. Oh, that's massive. That's massive maintenance. So these are flipped in a weird way, but I think that's just because... I think it's fine. I think it's fine. And you're obviously fine, but whoop, look at that little spike. Oh, that's beautiful. I think you're just producing less because for some reason. I'm sure it's all fine. That's the main thing. But yes, sweet. That's so nice. Over here, we do not have a full fuel tank. I really thought we would have a full fuel tank. You've got fuel gas in you. Oh, it's because you're being told not to fill up. Yeah, so that's absolutely fine. So you are full, you're just not full because you don't need to be full. You store 60, and these use, but then you're saying you don't have any fuel gas. Oh no, you're saying you can't output the concrete and you got hydrogen in you. That's fine, because you're full of concrete there. We've got lots and lots of unity. So let's go stum. How do I unity? I don't have anywhere near enough blocks to do that. Why can't I? Oh, I do. We just don't have a lot of blocks. We don't have a lot of blocks because we don't have a lot of storage, really. Because we do have storage for them here. But I think our construction parts are doing okay at the moment. Certainly looks to be the case. Nothing is being produced there. That's fine. We are happy with that situation. Right, this is slowly stocking up. We have a high supply of fertilizer too. I'm fine with that. We have a high supply of naphtha. It's not amazing, but I'm fine with it because it means naphtha is at least going into the rubber systems. And we have a high supply of fuel gas, which is, it's all fine. You know, it'd be nice if we were using it all, but I'm okay with it being full. Slag is still looking okay. Oil's fine. Quartz is fine. How are you doing here? You are getting close. Okay, because we are going to need to come down here. We're going to need to move this pipe, I'm pretty sure. Because I want you guys filling in, like probably not this side because the belt's there. So let's fill in this side of this ramp because we're going to want, I think, a bit more space. So let's put a dumping designation in. We're going to come here. We're going to go flat. It's not going to do what I think it's going to do. That's the wrong button. That's more like it. So if we go here and just bring this, doesn't have to go all the way over, but if we bring it to just to there, we'll be fine, I think. In fact, if I make that a leveling designation, because then it will level that bit at the bottom there. And then we also want to come in here. Oh, we haven't gone up far enough, have we? So we're going to want you to go there. And then you to be dug out there. Excellent, which means this water pipe should probably come from about here. To go, let's just go like all the way to here. To here, we'll bring you down to here and to here. And then we'll pop you there. We will break that bit. We will copy you and put you there. And then we'll connect you to there. Unity that. Unity that. Unity that. Unity the removal. Unity the removal. Thank you. Got there in the end. Right, and then we can get rid of that and that. And then they will start filling in that when they are good and ready. But I think they're going to focus on this first because we don't have a lot of rock down here at the moment. Then once we've got that done, we're going to want to bring this in. So actually, we're also going to want to come flat here. Yeah, I want to go like one tile above. So we're going to want to fill that in. But saying that, I do want that to be dirt. So we can leave that there, but let's come down to our dirt dumpinator. We are going to edit your area. We are going to give you a new area. You are going to dirt dumpinate that little bit there in, just so we have that. I've talked about whether we'll do the ramp or not, but I just don't think we've got enough dirt to really worry about it. How is everything doing over here? Not a lot of excess food coming out is the answer to that, which is fine. That is what we would expect. You are struggling to find a destination you can reach. You have fixed yourself. We do have more farms we can build to get some more going if we think we're running low. We are also using only 2 crops at a time. I don't know if it's worth adding 3 or 4 crops into the rotation. I don't know if that would actually increase anything, because surely the main reason for doing crop rotation would be to increase the fertility, but we are 100% fertilizer 2 fertilized, so I don't know if I'm too concerned about that. Nothing, we've got small little backups on the output belts, but it's all getting there okay, really. And what do we have on you? Soybean, poppy, wheat, corn, all sorts of things. That's beautiful to see. Absolutely beautiful. And everything over here is looking hunky-dory. Is it worth increasing these all to Mark 4s? Mark 4s? Yeah, Mark 4s. Yes. I don't know is the answer to that. I don't know. We've got lots and lots of animal feed, so that's all working out beautifully. Yeah, we're okay for the minute, so there's not too much that's backing up down there. We're probably not backing up with fuel gas, because most of the fuel gas is getting piped down there anyway, I would imagine. You are the exhaust scrubber. You are fine because we don't have a lot of exhaust. You turn the carbon dioxide into graphite. What happens to that graphite? It comes down to this box here, which I'm guessing is being told to empty. It is not. Truck should keep that empty. Cool. So we're still researching the vehicle limit. Is it worth getting another one of these here? So we can try and run 2 of these full time. Feels like it would be worth it. So if we were running 6 of these, we would need 16 times 6. You make 24. Right. To the calculator. 16 times 6 would be 96. 96 divided by 24. Divided by 24 would be 4. So we need 4 of those running. Well, that's lucky. We've got 4 of those running. And what about here? You are 24. You produce 24. You take in 12. So that should be absolutely fine. So we actually only need 2 of these running, don't we? I'm going to pause at least one of them. Because you make 24, you consume... Oh no, you consume 24. Where did I get that? Oh, because you're lower ones. Oh, okay, so right, hang on a second. Union need to be upgraded. And you need to be upgraded. You need to be unpaused. You guys need to be upgraded. So you are now consuming 4 times 24 of this. We are making 4 times 24 of that. Okay. So if we do that, and we Unity that, and we also think about plugging that into there. Nope. Don't like that. And we think about plugging that into there. That's better. Thank you. We can then unpause those 2. You are taking 16. What did I say that was? 32. Blah, blah, blah. So that's gonna. It is already a Mark II up to there. And you're not going to use more than 60 between the 3 of you, so that should be absolutely fine. You're only taking 2 of those, so that's absolutely fine. That should be Mark II as far as that's Mark II, so that's absolutely fine. I'm going to flip that and flip that, because we don't need them going up there, but we should be able to now unpause this one and run 2 of these, although we are out of teraflops. How many servers do we have? Do we need to think about upping our server production? Oh, we've got loads. We've got loads. Let's not worry about that. So let's go over here. What did it peak at? 810, 813. We're producing 848. I might just chuck an extra 5 in for funsies. Power's fine. Cooling should be fine. If we chuck a bunch more in there, if we wanted to come over here and how do those boosts work out? So that's 48 for 20 or 192. 192 is massive. I'm not going to worry about that one actually. I think that one's probably quite worth it, but that one's huge. That's like if you've got enough power and server farms to just not care anymore. Cool. So if we could get another one of these up and running, we could do the same thing again and give us a 20% and a 10% and a 20%. Or we could think about doing other things. I don't know what's particularly profitable, useful in terms of these. Recycling efficiency seems like a bit of a waste at the moment because we haven't got the capacity to really get all the recycling away from our recyclers anyway. So that's a separate problem. Could I I came off of this one, and I came here, and I brought this to say here. Like, just thinking this one could then connect to this one somewhere if we just move that pipe a bit, become that main feed. We could get a balancer in. No, not a balancer. We need a sorter, don't we? We'd have to think about it, because I wouldn't want the sorter to be... I don't know. Anyway, so from this end, we would want this to then go this way. Or in fact, it would only need to connect into there, wouldn't it? Can I get you connecting into there? If I bring you to here, I'd like the idea of you jumping over, and I can then connect you into there. Oh, hang on, that's quite neat. That's quite neat. Okay, okay, right, hold on. Get rid of that. That'll probably do for the moment. Get rid of those. Right, so we want to put... What are we going to do here? Let's think about this. Let's delete that, delete that, delete that. Unity those out of the way for the minute. So we want these to come together. We then want a U-shaped sorter to go here. I want to sort out iron scrap. And I think I'm going to want something a bit different here. Let's get rid of this. I think I want a U-shaped balancer to go here. Then I want a U-shaped sorter to go here, which is going to filter out iron scrap and copper scrap, which I can definitely see. I can definitely see it. I'm not going to have to search for it. There we go. So you're going to take out iron and copper. So let's connect you together. So you, I want to be a priority. Ideally, we want stuff going up there. Let's connect this here. You don't need to be, I don't think. Is there a way of seeing how much this is actually outputting? A max of 144, so a Mark II belt should be fine. So you're going to go there. You are going to connect into this, but you need a little bit more space. That's fine. You're going to come here and connect into this. You are going to come here, and we're going to have to get rid of some more of this, but that's absolutely fine. So you are going to connect into there. So you're going to send copper and whatever up there. You are going to just go and connect back into this in ideally a nicer manner. Fine, that's janky as you like, whatever. You need to be upgraded, you need to be upgraded. So we are going to prioritize everything going on to this one. So we'll prioritize splitting the copper and the iron out. If we cannot prioritize it, or if this belt is getting full, it'll send it onto this belt anyway. This belt gets the gold and glass from this mixed into it. That, I think, makes sense. Right, let's get rid of you, and let's get rid of you. Let's unity you. You go all the way up to there. Let's unity you, and you. And then over here, we just wait for this to go. Unity you. And we connect this into this one. And then we unity that. And then we connect this back into this. You do not need to be a Mark 3 because you're only a Mark 2. Unity that. Excellent. Okay, so that will get us more recyclables out. Sweet. In fact, well, I can't do that there. I might just do like this and this just to get more throughput going into it. Because we shouldn't be seeing this backing up at all. So you should now be emptying. Not quite. I think it is slowly emptying, but it is maxing up with... Well, it's maxing up with this input, I suppose, isn't it? Yeah, 100. So I was looking at the wrong ones. 165. Call it 170. Call it more than 200 is what I call that. Okay, so actually we do want to upgrade this one and this one. And we are prioritizing that output, but I guess we've got so much coming in. Because we've got a Mark 3 and 2 Mark 2s. Yeah, we've got so much coming in that it's having to send stuff on this one anyway. But that's not the end of the world. Although this one is horrifically full still. Even though we're sending like loads on this one. Is it fast enough down here? Yeah, because we increased the speed of this one to a Mark 3. And that's for the iron? Yes, I thought it might be. And that's keeping up with the copper for the moment. The thing we're not keeping up with, I guess, is actually burning through all that stuff at the other end. But hey-ho, as long as these boxes... Oh, actually, what I do want an alert on these. Notify me if you are 50% full. And you notify me if you are 50% full. Because I want to know if you're filling up and we're not processing all. We should be, because they should be prioritizing using this over anything else. Cool. Right. So how's our input belt? Our input belt is still absolutely ramadamned. This one is 100% full. Do we have to upgrade this massive, massive belt? So we have this one here. You do not tell me what you're producing. You maybe produce 8 a month. I really wish you would tell me what you're producing. Where are you taking that? Over there. You are going to have an import route. It is going to be from this bucket here. And you are going to accept assigned only. That is stupid of you. Absolutely stupid of you. Okay, well, we fixed that little problem. Trucks will not be doing that anymore. It looks like we might need to upgrade this one. Which is 1, costly. And 2, costly. What I mean by that is costly upgrading and costly in terms of resources. So yeah, you're being upgraded as well. You go all the way over to this. That's already a Mark 3. And then this is the outputs from the maintenance loop, which isn't producing as many recyclables. Okay. So that should start emptying now. He says. Where did you just come from? Hope you're not doing anything silly. I really hope you're not doing anything silly. Well, trucks can't get into there to pick up recyclables, so we should be absolutely fine. Did you just deliver lab parts? I'm sure I just saw you deliver lab parts. Where would you have got lab parts from? Probably from the dock, I'm guessing. it's absolute chaos. Oh, I'm just closing that. We don't care about that. Do you have anything you need to do? Yeah, one more. Forgot about that. Forgot we even had a ship for a while. Let's go and do that as well. Sweet. So you're going to go do that. Offices are saving us work and stuff. Now that we have increased our output, we could probably increase our research efficiency a bit because we do have a little bit of unity there. Do we need more housing? If we want more offices, we're going to need more housing. We've got 30 trucks struggling to reach anything. I see your problem. That's absolutely fine. So we're going to come down here. I can't really give you a nice ramp because it'd have to be a dirt ramp. I suppose if we just do it there where there's rock there anyway, it's fine. So we're going to come over here, dump in designation, make a nice little ramp for yourselves, make sure it's going in the right direction. That looks fine. Right, there you go. So you've now got somewhere to dump, and when you get there, you can start filling in this. That's looking amazing. We've also filled this in as well. Didn't think they'd have done that already. Okay, we do need to do a little bit of digging over here, and we don't really have a digging team anymore, do we? So iron's full, limestone's full. Where are our teams at the moment? Where are our digging teams? So the Flatinatorial of Speed is digging up coal. Yep. It's the only thing there digging up coal. Okay, so what about the other one? The Flatinator is digging up limestone, and you are the only thing digging up limestone? Well, those are two quite important things that only two teams are doing. If we go over here to the limestone mine, we are still digging stuff out of there, but there's not a lot there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you to migrate over here and dig this up. Oh, hold on. Limestone tower is there but has no diggers associated. Yeah, no, so I do want to do that. Or in fact, what I could do is just say you have got 3 of those, 1 of those, 12, 2. 3, 1, 12, 2. And then we'll come over to the line. That's a message I didn't expect to see. Limestone. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to do 10 too. You're going to get 10 in too. Okay. Corn lost due to lack of water. So water is becoming a bit of a problem, isn't it? Which I'm not so convinced it should be. I'm going to take this pipe and I'm going to plug it into there. And I'm going to delete this bit. I don't know if that's going to impact on this. We must have an alert on that. Yeah. Hopefully that should get enough water from the water reclamation from all of these bits and everything else that's going on down there, but we shall see. Looks like that pipe is... I'm going to leave it there for the minute. I was going to get rid of it, but let's leave it there for the minute. Right, so we now have a direct water connection into here, which should help get a bit more water up there. In terms of water sources, so this one here is getting empty. We have this one here, which is being largely emptied out each time as well, although it's okay at the moment. This one over here is getting empty each time. We have one here, and one here we're not actually tapping into as well, actually, which is quite a massive one. But you guy, you are not empty. And how much do you have in you? Oh, so much. That pipe is full, but we could upgrade that pipe. So you are, if we add in an extra 2 of you. Yeah, hold on. Let's make it all match. There we go. We add in an extra 2 of you. So if we go from this way, plug you into there, and you, nope. There we go. So if we get those built, and I know they're going to have to be hand delivered, that's fine. You are then producing 100, 200, 300. You carry 450. If we upgrade you, you carry a lot more. So actually, let's... just there. Let's build another 4 there. And then this pipe then definitely needs to be upgraded, which goes into this balancer, which simply prioritizes the output to the cooling systems, which is absolutely fine. They have a 200 output. 30, 60, 90. Yeah, that's fine. And then the output pipe there is currently a Mark III. But if we make that a Mark IV, which is going to be quite expensive. And then here, make that a Mark IV, which is also going to be quite expensive. And then make this a Mark IV. Again, quite a long pipe, quite expensive. This pipe goes all the way over to here. We can make this one a Mark III. Do we have water at this end? Hello, hello. Oh my word, I had to go so far. No. So if that's a 4 and that's a 3, let's make this one a 3 as well. And then you go up to there, where you are already a 3, weirdly. So you go all the way over to here and plug into this. Okay, cool. So with an extra couple, or an extra 4 there, where was the other water source? There. Haven't left myself a lot of room to do stuff in there, have I? But let's build ourselves an extra 4. Let me just put this down in a bit of space. No deposit of water. Let's just pop you down there a second. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Cut you. Put you in here. I don't really care where you go. Are the pillars everywhere? No, I can get you there. Sweet. And then we're going to copy this and put this into, or just into this balancer. That's fine. And then we're going to upgrade this to a 3, and we're going to upgrade this one, which goes one shot all the way over to there, up to a 3 as well. Cool. And then we are going to unpause that and that and that, and we're going to unity the pipes because we can. Sweet. And we're going to unpause that one. So that will help that water production there. So we also have fairly massive water source here, which we could also tap into. Again, it's going to be a huge pipe, but you know, needs must. And then we do have one here as well, actually, which we could just plug into this pipe over here and reverse that. That might be quite worth it. It's only a small one, but still. You are already on 8, and then the next ones are currently beyond our reach. Okay, so we've got 2 more water sources we can plug into. Where are water farms there? Oh god, that's a horrific mess. I'm just going to build them by hand. Let's come over here. So we want to put more groundwater pumps in. We're going to put them in here. It's nice and flat. That's perfect. We're going to go 1, 2, and then copy and flip, and 3 and 4. We're going to cut that, bring up this, and we're just going to move those. We're going to move them over there and put them as far back as we can. We're going to put them there. Sweet. Let's get those unpaused. Let's get ourselves a pipe. You're going to make about 200. Let's bring you to there, and you to there. You are going to go up to height 5. We're going to come straight down here. And then you're going to go to here. And then we're going to go up this mountain a little bit. Just trying to avoid encroaching on the truck path as much as possible. But we're going to go, have to, like this point, so we're going to have to go across to there. I think you can go one more over. Yeah. So you can come up to here. And you can go to there. Plug into there. Flip you. Build you. So we have more water coming in. Well, we will do when they finish building all these bits. Cool, so that's a fairly significant increase to our water. Nowhere to dump products. You have nothing to mine. That's a nice, easy one. That's just because of your area. Let's fix that. And then we need to worry about this. I don't understand what's going on here. You can't reach that bucket. So that's what's going on there. Okay, let's think about that a second. Right, where were we? We were looking at a few things. The stuff's going wrong. We're going to need to fix this. This is a fairly easy fix. What we'll do is we'll get rid of this. We will unity that, and then we'll put a U-shaped lift in here. Oh, we'll put it in here so it gives it a little bit more space. Bring that up to 5, and then copy that, connect that to that, and then that to that, and then that should give them 5 tiles, so they need to go up to 5. That's fine. That will give them access to the dirt buckets. They can get rid of that. We have nothing to mine, which means they've managed to dig all the way down there, which is brilliant. So let's give them more stuff to mine there, because we took that all. Oh, we didn't take it all out. They've just gone all the way down. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, just start getting rid of this then. For now, we'll have to go down another bit at some point, but for now, just get rid of that and get rid of some of that as well. And then if you're going to do that, you might as well come over there a little bit as well. Why not? In fact, you need to go like all the way over there. That looks about right. So that'll give you lots of stuff to mine. So that's that problem sorted. Done. Done. You are unable to get over there. Let's have a look at this. You can get over this. You can get over these, over here, over here. You can get around here, over this bridge. You can come over here. You can get up here. You can get over here. Ah, you can't get past these pipes. That's fine. So if we just put a little bridge in here somewhere, which is a pain because I've left that there. Do you know what? Let's just get rid of this for the moment. Put a little bridge in. I don't need you. A little vehicle ramp. Put that in just here. And then we'll take this, bring this in here and connect that to, hello, Oh yeah, because you're in the same place, that's fine. So we just bring you to there, break that, and then we should be able to connect you into there. Excellent. And then just delete the rest of that, and then unity that, and then that should be with that digger over there. So that means that so that's the limestone team we put over there. Which team of diggers was that? I think that was the flattenator, yes. And then the fast team I think is there. So let's move you over there. And the other team, the flattenator of speed. Oh no, because you're over there doing that. Okay, so what I actually need to do then is move you to do the coal instead. And the other team, let's just try and save myself a second by clicking there instead. I want you to come up and do stuff over here instead. So if we just give you like this to do to start with, that's fine. They have basically finished with this. There's only a tiny little bit left, so let's give them something to do over here. So I want you, is this all relatively flat? Might need to do a little bit of flattening over there to get the train lines through is what I'm thinking. But I want you to come over here and fill in more of this. We'll have to do a lot of flattening over here as well. But for now, if we can just get more of this filled in, I just want to create a slightly bigger, go flat please, a slightly bigger area. So we can have diggers working over there without too many issues. In fact, I might even just say, let's just try and make this a little bit more uniform here. Yeah, start doing that. Okay, I don't really want to unpause because we also have a low supply of electronics, which is concerning. So that's electronics 3. We are struggling with. You are all making stuff as fast as you can. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. So that's, you're making 18. We are using, we're probably using a bunch here. So we're using 8 there alone. And then we've got 8 plus another 12. So that's 20 plus you, we are currently using 26, and you are making, what did I say? Not 26, 18. So we could maybe do with increasing that a little bit. I don't know if that's going to have a drain on the other resources, but I think we do need to do it. So let's bring this over. We'll connect this into here. We'll connect this into here. We'll connect this to this. And let's unity all of that and see how the rest of them do. It's probably not quite enough, but it's something. It's a start. So that's that. We might want to look at getting more people. How's our food situation? We still have stuff coming down here, so it's looking okay. So we could look at upgrading to level 4 housing, but I don't think we're going to get much of a bonus. Because I think we're going to need... In fact, that doesn't include luxury goods, does it? Okay, as a test, if I upgrade you and unity you, what do you need to get an extra unity bonus? Let's let that build. What are you trying to reach? There's literally no reason you shouldn't be able to get over there. There's so many rocks there. Where's the tool to remove debris? Let's just get rid of all that, because that's painful to start with. You then, you are trying to get to those. Oh, you can't get to those because you haven't filled in. In fact, you don't have a route down there at all. So you can get to here. But then you are struggling at this point. It might just be because there was debris in the way and I've cleared it now, because I don't think it's that mountainous over there. So that just getting rid of that debris might have fixed that. We'll just keep an eye on that for a minute. How are we doing with the water pumps? So you're all up and running, but you're not sending anything because those pipes there were never built. Okay, excellent. That's that problem sorted. So you should now be sending water up. Where else did we build additional water? We built that up here, didn't we? So you've got some additional ones which look like you're working, and you've got some additional ones which look like they are also working. That pipe is absolutely full. If we just pop over to our farms, yes, we are now seeing largely that they've got water. This side is still struggling quite a lot. Why are you struggling so much? So the water input is here. Yeah, you also have this one. So this one that's coming up from down here is largely full. It's just that you're then getting split between this one and this one. As they start filling up, though, I think that's going to start fixing itself. So as this one fills up, which it pretty much is, we should start seeing more water coming down here. Although they are struggling. Okay, because we should be seeing more water coming in here. Maybe we need to put a balancer in here and prioritize this output, because this just goes down to... Oh, this is a mess. So you connect into this balancer, which prioritizes the input from this, which is the input from you. We also have that input and that input. You're largely full, so there's no reason you shouldn't be full. I'm wondering if we just... If we reverse this one, that should get more water into this pipe, which goes down to this balancer here. So that's got two inputs. So that should put more water into this system down here. Okay, hopefully that's that sorted. Cool. All right. So have you upgraded to the next fancy tier of housing? You're almost there. Almost there. Vehicle parts have stabilized. Oil's going down. That's fine. Steel's going down. That's probably fine. I want to keep an eye on that. Yeah, we lost some corn due to a lack of water. That's a pain. So you... yeah, see, the next one is the... Not luxury goods, unfortunately. It's the... Well, they are some very fancy houses, though, aren't they? It's the electronics, which I don't think we've actually got researched yet. Yeah, consumer electronics, which needs assembly 5. It takes aluminium. So yeah, we're not going to get that probably for some time. So rather than upgrading more of those, we will build some more of these at some point. Cool, we could probably do with building you, because that house is there. And that might give us a small bonus to our unity, and then we'll build some more houses there, try and get that up to 1,000 again, and then we can build another office. Recycling has sorted itself out there. We still have a fair bit coming in here, but not enough to worry about, so that's fine. And these belts are not full, so that is all good. And then up here, yeah, this belt's pretty full, but it's not backing anything up. So we're doing okay with recycling as well. Water resources are getting low. One of them has just ran out. That's fine. You always run out. I don't care too much. We're starting to see, as wanted, more water coming into these. That should start sorting out that farm problem, because we don't want to be running out of farm food, ideally. So you are all done there. So let's do... We need to think about finishing up. So the dirt dumpinator, you can come down here. You can come... I'm just going to give you all of that for the minute. And then we're going to get rid of that and that and all of that and all of that and all of that and all of that. And I want you to come in here, add a nice flat 4 and fill that in. And then add a nice slope, but going the other way. And fill as much of that in as you can. And I know you're not going to do all of it. That's absolutely fine. I'm not too worried. I just want it to look slightly neater. Cool. That'll get some dirt dumped over there. Sweet. We've almost finally researched the extra vehicle limit. We just take a little look down here. Yeah, it looks like we're keeping up with demand for these quite nicely. So that's cool. So we do have 2 of these running basically full time. You do say that you are full of recyclables, which is absolutely fine because this is going the wrong way, I think. Is it? Wait, no, because that just goes on to this. Wait a second. What is going on here? Yeah, so you're supposed to be going up here. Okay. Right, yeah, so that has not been working for... Oh, my word, just give me a belt. That's not been working for some time. So let's connect that to there. Unity that. Unity... Nope, no thank you. That. Unity that. And that'll actually get the recyclables from here being processed as well, which we haven't been doing for absolutely ever. That's sort of embarrassing, really, isn't it? This one probably needs to be upgraded because... Oh, no, it doesn't because it's 48 and 48, so that should be absolutely fine. They just have a lot in stock at the moment. Okay, well, that's extra recyclables being used as well, which is lovely. You have nothing to mine. You have already done something? Oh, you've flattened out that little bit, which is fantastic. So I want you to now come over to here somewhere. So we're going to need to make extra room for trains here. So I'm just going to give you that sort of area. And I'm going to say, I want you to come over here. And then just go mad over here. Just start clearing out loads of this. Why did you come in at a 5? Don't come in at 5. Come in at a 4, but don't worry about that bit too much. Oh, hello. What happened there? And then carry that on up here. Carry that on up here. Carry that on up here. Just want to make sure we've got room for train lines to go through. That's going to keep you busy for quite some time, but you can dump a lot of that rock when you get it over here, which people are already doing, which is beautiful. Excellent. Might struggle at some point when they run out of copper to pull up there. Sorry, when the copper mine moves over there. I might have to put an extra ramp in on this side for that. We'll have to see about that at some point. Sweet. Okay, so I think we are in a position where we should be thinking about stopping. So, everything's gone quite well today. We have finally finished off dumping the rock over here. We are just going to tidy this up with a little bit of dirt just for niceness. There are so many, I'd have to cover this entire area in concrete if I wanted them to use concrete over here. Maybe we could try and limit them with pipes or something to try and force them to use certain lines, because that's getting a bit crazy. We have moved around some of our diggers so that they are doing different bits, which is great. I've moved this team over here, which is the flattenator, which I wanted to click on. Do you have... You do have this. Okay, that's what I wanted to check. You are struggling to find a destination you can reach because you have got yourself stuck because you're an idiot because you went down there to do dumping. So I'm going to have to recover absolutely all of you. We have also, of course, got offices now. So if we look at these, actually, they can now carry 189. Yep, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. And these can now carry 132. It's not a massive increase, but it's all going to help. It's all just going to help save a little bit of fuel. Although fuel is not a problem at the moment, but it might be soon. It might become a problem, and I'd rather it didn't become a problem. Right, so yeah, somewhat as expected, as we are now producing more electronics 3, which I think is going up, we are now running out of electronics 2. So we could increase electronics 2 production, but that then might have an impact on electronics 1 production, so I might leave that until next time. That's a problem for then. Coal we are struggling with a little bit. Where is our coal train? That is you. What are you waiting for? Oh, because you can't unload that last bit of coal. Oh, that's fine then, yeah. So that coal is coming over here. Goes over here. It plugs into this system here. We also have the coal being dumped. Oh, no, I think that's the... Yeah, that's the output for the coal. So that's being... It's going in a bit of like a weird circular loop there a little bit, but it's fine. We've got plenty of coal. So although our coal looks like it is going down, we actually have a lot of coal coming in, and we still have coal on this belt here. That's now backing up a bit. Did I put a balancer in for coal? I did not. Well, I'm not too worried about that. I'm not too worried. We also now have a low supply of plastic. Hardy har. You use 12, 24, 48, so that should be fine if we can get a full belt of plastic down here, which we do have. Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. We've got loads of plastic and we've got a full thing over here. So I don't think we're actually in a problem for plastic. I think that's somewhat misleading. Let's delete this because that's been there for absolutely ever and is serving no purpose. So let's delete all of that. I think I emptied it at some point with the intention of deleting it and then just never got there. So yeah, let's sort that out as well. Cool. All right. Well, some good progress made today. We've got offices in, which is lovely. Oh, and they're all lit up, look, as well. That's beautiful. But we have our first office in. It is giving us a nice little boost to maintenance, trucks and trains. I don't know what else might be useful there, but if you've got any advice, do let me know. We will work towards getting another office in at some point. So let's unpause a couple of those as well. That should give us a little unity boost from those. Obviously, that's going to increase the consumption of these goods. That's up to 83 and 56. You make 32, so you're just about fine, and you make, yeah, you should just be just about fine as well. Cool. All right, but we might have to keep an eye on that because at some point that's all going to go down. Sweet. Well, I hope you are continuing to enjoy Captain of Industry. If you are, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all those amazing things. I will see you next time, and as always, thank you so very, very much for joining me.